Joining me now on set is CR News editor and staff writer Emmy McGill. Thank you for coming on.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Of course. And as a student yourself, what is your perspective on the issue, and how has your experience writing on other matters of technological and district policy significance in regard to your recent articles informed that view?
Yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of perks of having a stricter phone policy, and part of that is just the pressure of a social media presence. I mean, most students have their notifications on, whether it's the vibration or the sound, and every time you hear that, you get the urge to click, and you just keep clicking and keeping that persona. It's a lot of pressure. Everybody only puts their best self online, so keeping that up and keeping up with all of the comparison, it's really difficult. So taking that out of classrooms would be good. On the other hand, a lot of students are really concerned about it because a big issue that I've run into is that people are worried about contacting their families, especially in emergencies. But a big part of that is that brings up a bigger issue. If schools are needing to gain families' trust by improving communication and emergency procedures and things like that, that's not a reflection on the phones themselves, that's a reflection on other policies.
And in studying this issue, which you have a personal stake in, is there any form of consensus among students and staff alike as to whether cell phone policy is necessary? And what would stricter policies look like, and what would it require to implement them?
Yeah, so most staff that I've talked to are pretty pro a stricter policy, and students are at the very least apprehensive, if not strongly against it. But I think the biggest part is just communicating that having a stricter phone policy doesn't mean just taking phones away and having no access to them. Like when I was talking to Dr. Snell, it doesn't always have to look like that. It's more, as he said, it's an agreement between students and teachers and families of what's the expectation around it. And various phone policies on the stricter end could look like the phone pouches. Probably a lot of people have seen those online where they lock, and a staff member would have to unlock them either at the end of class or at the end of the school day, depending on the policy. But sometimes that could just mean collecting them in class and only getting them if you need them for a specific thing, like if you have teacher permission to listen to music or another resource that would be only on your phone. So I think it really just depends. It's not, like I said earlier, with policies like this, it's not very clear cut, and it just depends on the person.
Hey Rapids, thanks for helping us reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. If you haven't already, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the CRTV YouTube channel to support content for and by CR students. Thanks for watching.